Who's the voice inside your head? No, seriously, who? You assume it's you, right? That the thoughts in your head are yours. You're the one thinking them. But what if that's complete bullshit? Hey, rockers! Everyone tells you to observe your thoughts, to just watch them like some chill Zen master floating on a mountaintop. But that advice is about as useful as telling a guy on fire to just observe the flames. So grab a drink and get ready, because we are now exposing why you were trapped, why the voice in your head was never yours to begin with, and who's actually doing the talking. But we're taking it one step further, because if you're not your thoughts, then who the hell are you? Are you ready to rock? Let's rock that wisdom! Your brain says, I'm not good enough for this shit. Boom. Instant self-doubt. It whispers, this will never fucking work. And just like that, you hesitate. It screams, everyone secretly finds me boring. And now you're spiraling, questioning if even your cat is just pretending to like you. And even if you try to ignore those thoughts, even if you observe them, they keep coming back. And maybe right now you're thinking, okay, why not just replace all this garbage thoughts with positive ones? Trick myself into feeling great. Alan Watts would reply to you.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts.
So here's the problem. It's still the same damn trap. You're still identifying with the voice in your head, just swapping out I suck for I'm amazing and hoping the new flavor of delusion makes life better. You believe those thoughts belong to you, come from you. But what if those thoughts aren't you at all? Alan Watts flips this whole thing on its head.
You don't come up with thoughts. They come up like hiccups.
Think about it. Can you predict your next thought? Try. You can't. It just appears, like a spam email you never subscribe to. You are not the one thinking. But if it's not you, then what or who the fuck is doing all the talking? You know when you're trying to sleep and your brain suddenly decides to replay that time you didn't get a boner? Most people assume it's me thinking, but Watts says otherwise.
The voice in your head, that's not you.
Then what the fuck is it? Watts would tell you it's a mental algorithm, a recycling machine for fears, past experiences, and all the dumb crap you've picked up over the years. It's an echo chamber of everything society, your parents, your teachers, and your past selves have ever told you. It's just noise. Basically a shitty DJ, spinning the same old self-doubt remixes on repeat. And the worst part, you think it's playing your requests.
We seldom realize, for example, that our most private thoughts and emotions are not actually our own, for we think in terms of languages and images which we did not invent, but which were given to us by our society.
And yet, because it sounds like you believe it. You didn't get a boner that one time, and now your brain has decided it's a defining moment of your existence, like you're doomed to be a flaccid, impotent disappointment for the rest of your life. So then all we have to do is just sit back and observe thoughts without judgment, right? No! Here's where every other video stops. Just observe your thoughts and they'll lose their power. Watts gives us the ultimate unlock. You don't need to stop your thoughts. You don't need to fight them, but you don't stop there.
Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone.
Think about it. If some rando on the street stumbles up to you, reeking of cheap whiskey and slurs, you'll never be successful. Would you immediately believe them? Would you collapse to your knees, sobbing, cancel all your plans, and resign yourself to a life of failure? Hell no! You'd probably laugh on their face. Yet when a random-ass thought pops into your head, you will never be successful. Why do you take that seriously? Here's the truth. Your thoughts are just street drunks. Most of the crap your mind spits out isn't some divine revelation. It's mental spam, subconscious garbage, and leftover noise from years of bad programming. So when a thought appears, instead of going, oh no, a negative thought, or let me observe it like a Zen master, just ask, why the hell should I take this seriously? Okay, before we go take it even further, let's recap. You don't have to silence your thoughts. That's like trying to make seagulls shut up. You don't have to fight them. Fighting gives them attention they don't deserve. You don't even have to analyse them. That's like opening every single spam email in your inbox and carefully considering its offer. Instead, the next time a thought appears, don't resist, don't engage, just recognise. Oh great, another dumbass thought. Thanks for nothing, brain. Moving on. Rocker, if you're vibing with this and thinking, holy shit, why was I letting my own brain punk me for years? Don't just smash that like button. Smash your own mental bullshit. Catch yourself the next time your brain tries to feed you garbage. And if you do, drop a comment with the dumbest thought your mind has ever tried to sell you. And if you really want to take this to the next level, stick around, because we're about to flip the entire script on everything you thought you knew about your mind. Grab a beer. Now, here's where we take it even further, because most videos would stop at, you're not your thoughts, but what goes even deeper. Way deeper, he asks.
Okay, if you're not your thoughts, then who the hell is listening to them? Who's actually in there?
Yeah, sit with that for a second. Who were you before you had words to think with? Who are you in the silence between thoughts? If thoughts disappear and you still exist, then what are you really?
To understand the nature of the self, one must inquire beyond thought, beyond the symbols and labels.
You were never your thoughts. You were never even the voice in your head. So what the fuck is left? Here comes the answer. You are not your thoughts is just the first layer of the onion. Watts rips that whole damn onion apart and asks,
Okay, so who the hell is the you that even notices the thoughts?
His answer,
Pure awareness.
what the fuck does this even mean? Imagine your mind is like a loud radio that's always playing. Thoughts, worries, random bullshit. But sometimes the radio goes silent. What's left? Not the voice in your head, not the labels, not the stories, just the quiet awareness that's always been there. It's the same part of you that existed before you learned words, before you knew your name, before anyone told you who you were supposed to be. It's just being, without all the mental scream. Most people spend their whole lives lost in thought, believing that who they are is whatever the voice in their head says. But you were there before you had words to think with. So when there are no thoughts, when your mind is quiet, you don't cease to exist. Here's your mission. Next time your brain pukes up some self-doubt, an anxious meltdown, or a greatest hits reel of your past embarrassments, don't fight it. Don't argue with it. And for the love of all things holy, don't start a goddamn TED talk in your head about it. Just recognise it for what it is. Random mental junk. Let it pass, like a fart in the wind. Unfortunate, unnecessary, but gone in seconds. And that, rocker friends, is freedom, because you recognise you are not that thought, but something else. You are pure awareness. Thinking doesn't control you. You've just been listening this whole time. Your thoughts are just noise. You don't have to turn up the volume or stare at them passively. You just need to stop assuming they matter.